Our movement is about replacing a failed and corrupt political establishment with a new government controlled by you, the American people.
All right, welcome to the Patriot Hour for Monday, August 27th, 2018. I am Michael, your host. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for joining in. We appreciate it. Let me see here. All right, folks. Again, if you're new, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for joining us. Please subscribe, like, share the Patriot Hour. Patriot Hour update. One of the most important updates of your lives, of our collective futures. Got a few things to go over here. Let me get this desktop capture up. Wide, diagonally sharpen. All right, so QAnon, Q clearance. What am I talking about? What are we talking about? Take a look around. Let's make sure everything's correct here, folks. Take a look around the internet. Take a look around the World Wide Web. Take a look around this channel alone. I have a video, What is Q? So if you're new, for all the newbies, for the FNGs, take a look around the channel. Look for a video named What is QAnon? Get yourself up to speed, up to par. Get yourself on board. Do the research. Do the homework. Come to your own conclusions. That's what we promote here. QAnon, is it a cult? Well, most cults, you have a leader that wants you to believe that he is God, and then he proceeds to tell you exactly what to do. In the Q, we have never met or don't even know who it is, and we are promoted to think for ourselves and come to our own, follow, put the evidence together. There is truth. You can't come to your own truth. But, anyway, all right. Enough of that. Let's move on. Here we go. 1706. Just looking at some no name. Did a video, of course, over this, but I wanted to. So here on time.com, Senator John McCain, an American original, dies at 81. All right. The main point of this is John McCain was a realist. At challenging moments, he often uttered a favorite quip. All right. It's always darkest before it's totally black. That's one of the things. All right, so Senator John No Name McCain died at 4:28. So we do have this article here that confirms that, and I believe there's a few others. His wife Cindy McCain. All right, so let me back this up. All right, so that was linked out of this Great Awakening titled search. What I was looking at, did Q predict the exact time of John McCain's death on the July 25th post? Or is it another coincidence? All right. So on the 1706 that I have blown up here, you can see it is clearly 1828. We were told to look at the last minutes there on the timestamp. So the 28 from that last post that we just pulled up was the exact time on that article, 4:28. Now that was Central Mountain, or where he was at in Arizona. So 4:28, 3 hours to the east, 7:28. That's a pretty that's a pretty crazy coincidence, almost impossible. So unless you're thinking there's a time machine or they can predict the future, which is unlogical, you would assume that there was a plan. You got to think logical. They told us times, exact times, so they knew. Now, what was portrayed to the public right at this minute might be a little something different, and I'm sure we'll find out more as the world turns. All right. Big week ahead. So it's just another coincidence people are thinking. Hands up. Timestamps are important. We've heard this in the past. Timestamps are important, folks. So you got to pay attention. There's timestamps that were showing the plane wreck that Hillary was had involved somebody else in, or supposedly was it the JFK timestamp on his plane? It was exactly correlated. I have to look that back up. I remember that being a pretty big one too. But that is just pre-knowledge of something that was planned, all right? Something that was planned, pre-knowledge. The future will prove the past post, and that's exactly what it did. Interesting stuff there on No Name. And lots of people, lots of chatter that it's just not adding up. So even people that aren't involved with the Q whatsoever have the same concerns. All right. I just wanted to bring you that, to touch that up a little bit. I don't know. It was a heck of a weekend. We put out lots of shows, lots of videos, lots of updates. Planning possibly another one here in the next hour or so. So let's stick around. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share. I just got into the studio, just got everything fired up. Had to put a new battery in on this condenser mic, and fired everything up to do a little test run. But again, wanted to look for the Q, any new Q updates, and bring you guys that last little bit. That was the one thing I wanted to see. That's a second or third article on the timestamp, waiting on possibly the death certificate. If there's, those are typically public records, so we will wait to see. Interesting, very interesting stuff. Stick around. Again, big week ahead, according to the Q post. 1932. This past weekend, right? Suicide weekend. Hands up. In the brackets 30, in the brackets 0-30, focusing on the 28. Impossible? Question mark. Coincidence? Question mark. We are in control. Big week ahead. All right. Again, I'm Mike. This is a Patriot Hour. God bless. Godspeed to each and every one of you worldwide. Please tune back in here soon. Subscribe, like, share, comment, toggle the switch, maybe ring the bell, then toggle the switch to work with you and your device in the best or worst possible manner. Let it annoy you until you watch it. All right. That's a joke. We'll see you back here real soon on the next Patriot Hour update video. Have a great evening.